Hey everybody, let's get started. Welcome to Wednesday, or it might be Tuesday where you are. Let us know what you're doing for Christmas. I'm interested to know. You guys are spending it at home? Are you guys heading into state? Chuck it in the chat. We are hosting Christmas at our house this year, so sometimes that's fun and sometimes that's hectic, right? But you gotta mix and mash it. All right, let's get stuck into it. Let a few more people in as they come. Be a relatively quick call today, but just want to give always some updates, put it in perspective, what it means for us, where we're heading. Shopley is a forever moving beast right now, moving very quickly in the right directions. Lots of exciting things happening. We've got our first Aussie launch happening tonight. Happening tonight, yes. So 7:30 Queensland time and 8:30 Melbourne time, we are officially launching Jeff. I mean, Jeff's not launching his course. He's been around for a bit, and he's crushing it. I mean, he's doing podcasts and interviews, and he's already got a community base. But in terms of Shopley, in terms of getting that even more well known, we are officially launching him tonight. So again, it's exciting because we're launching our first Australian vendor. It's a digital product. You can go global. There's some good direct bonus for you guys and for affiliates. There's good monthly volume. But yeah, the most important thing is as a product, if you want to be a network marketer, a live seller, a work from home person, an affiliate in 2025, and you don't know this stuff, you're going to get left behind. You're just going to get a wave of information pass you by and you're going to wonder where you're sitting in business. You need to know this stuff. And so you might as well learn it from someone in-house. His content is as good as anyone's. And at the same time, show up because when it's your turn to launch, you're going to want us to show up. When it's your turn to launch your vendor, you're going to want us to show up. And at the end of the day, if you never launch a vendor, if you're never going to be a vendor, Shoply doesn't work unless we all show up for each other anyway. And so we need to support the vendors and we need to get sales. And so this is on tonight. The link is there. If you haven't registered, you can go and register right now. You need to register for this one. So it's lldzooom.com.au. Laptop Lifestyle Dad, zoom.com.au. So llldzoom.com.au. And yeah, log in. 7:30 Queensland time, 8:30 Melbourne time tonight. And, if nothing else, learn from the course, purchase the course, get involved in the community, but see how launches are done. See, like, okay, when I launch my vendor, I want to see how it's done. When I'm ready to launch, I want to see how it's done. I want to see how many people are there. I want to see how Jeff presents it. I want to see how he closes it. I want to see how many people jump on board. Yeah, it's all part of what you want to be doing moving forward if you're involved with Shopley. So jump on that tonight, really important. We also have some other ones coming up. So at the moment, I put these in your diary. So just write some notes down, schedule it in your phone so you can make it a priority and just put that time aside. Again, for all the same reasons, right? So all of these launches are at 7:30 Queensland time, 8:30 Melbourne time, Australian time. We will get the recordings out to our team in Canada and US and everywhere else, Europe. So we're launching Zara LifeFX Living Water Monday, the 9th of December. Scott Rogers Design. So that's our custom made jewelry, Thursday, 12th of December. Organic, Mayella Organic. I love the products that Amanda has there. Monday, 16th of December. You guys are going to love those products. I love the cleaning product too. I mean, a natural product that gets rid of mold in Queensland, like, why you just got to buy it. Right? There's no point buying natural products that just don't work, and there's no point trying to clean your mold with chemicals, right? You might as well keep the mold on your walls. So that's an incredible product. But all of these guys are adding more and more products into some great niches. I know some of the other teams in Australia who haven't quite been as aggressive on the vendors as we have. Again, guys, you've done so well, particularly like Nicolette and Zara and all the other vendors bringing people on that first mover advantage. A lot of the other teams in Australia are like, how are they doing this? When did that happen? And we haven't mucked around. And so there's that first mover advantage. We go to, say, phase 3 by the end of December. Then our 100 PV kicks in. The vendors are going to enjoy that. Actually, the networkers are going to enjoy that too because volume equals dollars. The affiliates are going to enjoy that. Imagine, promoting Jeff's course and then taking people through the funnel and someone purchases his $5,000 mentoring program. Well, they make $600. Imagine purchasing some high-end jewelry. They make $400, $500, $600. So the affiliates will enjoy it, the networkers enjoy it, the vendors enjoy it. It all starts to kick in on that momentum as well. So I know that like Craig, part of the other team, has already purchased some of Zara's Life FX because he's like, okay, this has my attention because he's big on air and water, and he understands, whack as heavy filters on your water as you can. It's still not enough, particularly if you live in town water, right? But I've had my water tested here on my tanks at home, fresh water, and it's still got E. coli, it's still got mold. You got to have your filters on, and then you got to go another step further, right? And that's where this product comes in. So it's one of the biggest reasons, and people don't even understand why they're just waking up lethargic, why they're getting sick. Water, you just got to look into this, guys. You got to have nice, pure water. And so that's how we're launching, everybody. So Jeff will be first, and then, all the way through till the 19th of December. And we've got other vendors, nipping at the heels as well, coming on, that will launch early in the new year. So Australia will be a phase 3 market, end of the year, start of next year. And we really go into 2025 with some great momentum. So well done to all of you guys, both the people bringing vendors on, people bringing influencer pros on, building the team, the vendors themselves. It's been a really team effort. And I think, you should be really proud of where we're at right now in such a short period of time. And I can't wait to say that in 12 months' time, when there's going to be some even bigger smiles. So just make sure you've got those dates in your diary. I don't care whether you're, putting kids to bed or at work or watching TV, just have the numbers on there, have the bums on seats. But I'm telling you, you're going to want to purchase this Life FX living water. You're going to want to look at this jewelry. You're going to want to look at these organic products. You're going to look at these cleaning products. All of this stuff we are sifting and sorting through. We're not bringing on anything to Shopply that's just me too. We're not bringing anything to Shopply that's okay. We're bringing really high quality products that people are purchasing anyway, changing brands, getting something better. It's really exciting. We went through this last week, so we've got all of those vendors launching with a few other ones close behind. Some of the other teams, I know Craig and Tracy have 1 or 2 products pretty close. Then we also have, the AQ Skin Solutions. I'm going to go live and do an unboxing, with my Grumpy Man brand, maybe, right? Very soon, because that just arrived in the mail yesterday. So I'm actually really excited to try it and use it. Chris is pretty close to getting his Your Worth It products from Hong Kong through to Australia. We've got Jeff there. Stellar Mail's launching here along with our other vendors. So really exciting. So we sort of go into a new phase now where, yes, we're always wanting to bring on influencer pros. I don't really listen to Nick. I'm going to keep bringing on vendors. No, I do listen to Nick, but at the same time, when we're bringing on the type of vendors that we're bringing on, I know that I can take a vendor to Nick or Ron and just say, guys, hear us out here. You have to have a look at this product. And we're going to showcase the product. We're going to showcase the owner. And we're going to say our whole team is behind this. And they're going to have to say yes. And so, yes, they kind of want to put a little bit of a handbrake on bringing on more vendors because we kind of have to, because we want to get sales happening through Shopply. So we want to really focus in on that area. But at the same time, some of the vendors and some of the products that I'm looking at are just that good. We just really, really want them on Shopply, and we will continue, to bring on those vendors. But understanding too that corporate are getting super, super more picky now as well. And it's going to kind of go through that stage, I reckon, for 6 months where you're really going to have to fight for your vendor. And the guys and the vendors that just aren't quite up to speed, on that digital course, it just, it's an okay product, that haven't quite got the shipping worked out, aren't quite committed, they're just not going to make it through. And so that's a good thing. And then, after that, once we see everyone's heading into that phase 4, 5 phase market, then it kind of opens up the floodgates for a little bit more of, the everyday average vendor. But if we can really launch with those X factors, that's the way to do it. But at the same time, we want to get sales. We want to get Shopply sales. We want to get Australia vendor sales for the vendors, for you guys. That's how you're going to make commissions, but also so they continue to put the resources into Australia. We continue to get more and more vendors on. They continue to listen to the Australian leaders, the Australian team. But so you guys can make commissions. And so, I want to put a challenge out to you guys that before the end of the week, you do an unboxing or you go live and talk about one of the Shoply products, whether it's an Aussie product, whether it's a US-based product, any of them. I mean, it's pretty easy to talk about Stellamar and what that does. It's pretty easy to talk about AI. I mean, that's the biggest trending topic on the planet. You've got to come and buy this product. It's pretty easy to talk about the best skincare, growth factors in terms of the science. It's pretty easy to talk about purification of water, get some droplets, tuck them on, put your necklace on, do some cleaning of the mold. Like, all these videos are really easy to use and talk about. And Nick made a great point. If you were on the strategy call the other day, he made a good point. And particularly if you have been in network marketing previously, it's all about being a product of the product. And there's a ton of truth in that, right? You're going to use the product, you love it yourself, you get behind it. Things have changed a lot. And in terms of live selling, e-commerce, affiliates, and influencers, I can guarantee you right now, Kim Kardashian is not using or in love with every single product that she promotes. When they're offering her $1 million to promote it, that's enough passion of a product to go and promote it. And then, Nick made a great point. If I said to Jeff, you want to go see a movie together? Yes, that would be weird, but that's okay. We're good friends. We can go see a movie. But he's not going to turn around and say, look, Aaron, have you seen this movie before? You need to go and watch the whole thing. You need to fall in love with the movie. And, if you've met the director and all the actors and you can tell me the storyline and pitch it to me, then yes, I'll come to the movies with you. It doesn't work like that. We're just like, yeah, we'll go to the movies. We'll go see Rocky 87 because we're both into Rocky and, we want to see the movie for the first time. And so that makes sense with products today as well. It's not necessarily in our business model that we need to try Dr. AQ skincare solutions for a month, for 3 months, for 6 months, and have a dramatic before and after picture, start talking about growth factors and the science and put our white jacket on. And it's not about that. It's about, let's go see a movie together. Hey, let's go and try Dr. AQ Skin Solutions together, and let's compare our before and after pictures together from day one. We're going to that movie for the first time, and let's unpack it together. So don't be afraid to go live. And you don't have to go live. Do a video and record it and edit it if you're not happy with it, or just do a picture. I'll show you a few examples in a second, but we want to start really promoting these Shoply products. And again, even if you don't have one, if you haven't ordered yet, grab a screenshot, grab the LifeFX videos, grab Jeff's videos, there's lots of stuff there that you can use to just put a still picture up on your Facebook, your Instagram, and say, hey, come and try this out. Put your Shoply link. You guys should know where to find that by now. Please put in the chat if you do not know where to post your link. So you go and say, hey, you got to try out this necklace from the jewelry, okay, from Scott Rogers Design. Here's the link. Go and purchase it. And what are you going to make? You're going to make your direct bonus, right? This is how this thing works. Please let me know in the chat if you do not know where to find that link. Because if you do not know where to find that link, A, you're not getting on the calls. B, you're not looking at the recordings. 3, you've been hiding under a rock. And 4, you're not going to make any money if you don't know where the link is. Please let me know if you do not know where that link is. I can quickly show you again live in the back office. But you would put a picture up. You'd put a description up. You would put a video up. You would go live. And you'd copy and paste that link in the description or in the first comment below, where people could click on that link. They get taken directly to your Shoply store. They buy the necklace. They buy LifeFX. They buy Jeff's course. You make a direct bonus straight away in real time. Or if they're on Jeff's Academy, you're going to make a residual income every single month when they're paying every single month. Let's make a commitment here, guys. Put a C in the chat right now. Put a C in the chat right now if you're committed to doing a post, a video, a live before Sunday. All right, before Sunday. So what have we got on here? 19 people. I should see 19 Cs. Otherwise, I don't know what you're doing on the call. So I'm going to go check in a sec. 19 Cs. We're all going to go live because we are committed to doing this. So it's time. It's just time. I know it can be daunting. If it's daunting for you or you're not even up with technology on how to go live, like I've never done a live on Instagram before, but it's not rocket science. I hit the live button. It's the same as Facebook. Facebook, you just click on live. But, if you're not sure on the technology side, go and ask your son or your daughter. They'll probably be able to tell you. Or go and look at a YouTube video. It'll tell you. Ask Jeff. He'll tell you. Someone's going to show you how to go live pretty quickly. It's not hard. If you haven't got the confidence or the tech to do that, just do a video and post it. If you don't want to do a video, do a still. But put a C in there. We're going to go live this week. Pick a product. I'm going to do probably Dr. AQ because the skincare has just shown up. I'm probably going to do everybody over the course of the next 2-3 weeks. And everyone's got your style. So have a bit of a think about it. You have a look at some of these guys. Let me get out of there. If we go onto the Telegram chat, so this is a specific, you might want to join this one. I'll get the QR code up for you guys in a second. This is the users content right here on Telegram. Just let me know if you can see, give me the thumbs up. You can see that Telegram chat there. Yep. So let's click on this one. She's doing a video. I'm not sure whether this was live or whether this was not live.
Hey, you guys, it's here. It's here, it's here, it's here, it's here. I'm so excited to share this with you. Look good it is. It's Trim Rocks. And what do Trim Rocks do? They boost your metabolism, they burn fat, and they balance your systems. And it's a once a day.
Okay, so that's a 1-minute video. There's no green screen. She hasn't gone and put a best gown on and makeup. Like, just get it done. Yeah, the thing I love about these people are they're just doing it. Yeah, they're like, okay, it doesn't have to be perfect. I don't really know what I'm doing. Yes, I'm scared. I'm just going to go do it. I might get 3 likes, but I'm just going to go and start doing it. And that's how you got to get cracking on it. This one might not have downloaded yet.
Hello, all you beautiful people. So today I want to talk about a program I've been taking the last few weeks now. So I was always so scared to jump into the AI world and see what it was about or anything like that. I wouldn't even click on a link. If it had AI, I would block it. But the bottom line is, recently I just jumped back into the online market and the online businesses, and I thought, you know what, I'm just gonna catch up to things here, to see what's new and trending and everything like that. So I jumped right into the AI, and I can honestly tell you that there is a time and a place for AI. It may not be for everything that you do, but it definitely helps with the businesses and giving you the.
Okay, so that's Sherry talking about Jeff's course. Now, if one person comes along and buys his high-end mentoring course, Sherry makes $600. She just gone live, done a video. Who have we got here?
Hello, everyone. I'm Latika White.
Latika.
And I am an influencer pro with Shopley, and I'm representing Shopley products today. So I wanted to share with you 2 really amazing products that I have found. So I'm going to start off with this one called the By Shape or B Shape.
Okay, good work, Lakita. Just going live. There she is again. So this is the Telegram channel for Shopley. Jennifer.
Clap when she walk, clap when she walk, bounce when she walk, bounce when she walk, bounce when she walk, clap.
So that's an 8-second reel talking about how Bo's hair products have helped her hair not fall out. Yeah, we got a bloke. Fantastic. Let's go, Lee.
Hi, I'm Lee. For 7 straight months, I had pain and stiffness in my knees. I went to the doctor. They took x-rays, came back and said, you've got arthritis in your knees. I tried an anti-inflammatory gel. I thought it helped a little bit, but it just wasn't enough. Started thinking that this was going to be my life here. Well, I get this email from a friend telling me about FCE and the reaction products and what they've done for him. And I thought, well, I've got to give it a try. I ordered the Relief Pain Cream, and I applied a thin coat on my knees twice a day. Right around day 14, I wake up and I realize I am pain and stiffness free. I couldn't believe it, really.
So in 30 seconds, I already want to buy that product because my knees are shot. I'm trying to play tag with the boys last night, running around like an old man knee person. I already want to buy that product, and Lee's probably thinking, I'm a 50-year-old guy. How can I go live? It's not rocket science, guys. It's just about having a crack. And you can try and be funny. You can be quirky. You can be grumpy. You can do it outside, inside. You don't have to do any of that stuff. You just talk about it. You can think about how your brand wants to come across. If you want to be consistent with something, sometimes that's a fun way to do it. You can kind of think about the end in mind. You go, okay, this is the girl that always does a product review by the swimming pool. and you start to create a brand. Or this is the girl with pink hair. Or this is the guy that always wears a different hat when he does a product review. Or this guy is absolutely hilarious. Have a look at how he unpacks this. There's Jeff's Australian hat. Love it. So you can start to create a bit of a brand around it. Maybe you just get the first few going, get a feel for it, get some feedback, just talk about it. You might get 1 or 2 sales. And as you develop it, you start to think, you know what, I want to do it this way. I want to be known as this person. You might be like super skeptical. So only like 1 in 20 products come across your desk, you approve it. And people are going, man, if Louis Loretta is saying it's good, it's got to be good, because he never says anything's good. Just, you can do any sort of branding. At the end of the day, you can just turn the video around and do one, and the branding is you. So have a bit of a think about that. I'm happy to brainstorm that with you. Don't overthink it. It's not such a big deal. But some people created a brand just accidentally. I remember there was a girl, the pink-haired girl. I can't even remember her actual name, but how well does that branding? She didn't mean to be the pink-haired girl. She just had pink hair. She would do product reviews. She spoke really well, actually. And she just ended up with this incredible brand, the pink-haired girl. Got huge following, huge traction, huge sales. Accidentally created a brand. So, what's that one little thing you can do to stand out? What's the one little thing you can do to be different? At the end of the day, you're different to everybody else. Just get in there and do it. So this is the user-generated content. This group on Telegram, join it. You can search it up or use this QR code here. But this channel is only for content. So don't go in there and like ask questions. Don't go in there and promote your product. Don't go in there and promote, another product. It's just for uploading videos. So it might be something where you go live or you create a video, go and put it on all your socials, and then chuck it in this group. And Shoply's going to use that to promote Shoply, to promote the product, to promote you, just to use examples like testimonials and start to create a Shoply brand. So, and it's also a good channel to go and see what other people are doing. It's also a good channel to go and learn about our products. I mean, I want some of that knee gel already. So jump on that in Telegram, have a bit of a look around and start going live. Let me just jump into the chat here. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 C's. Oh, I can't wait to find the 8 people that haven't got a C in there. I'll be tracking you down during the week. But well done, 11 C's. I can't wait to go live. And look, if we all do it together, and the one thing I want you guys to do when you jump off this call, if it's not a live or whatever, but go and promote Jeff's launch tonight on your socials. So just do one post on your socials saying, hey guys, you want to learn AI, particularly if you're in home-based business, jump on the Zoom tonight, 7:30 p.m. Here's the link. So we all get behind that launch. And then what we're going to do as soon as Jeff has finished the presentation, we're going to jump off and, promote it all at the same time. And then, we'll forget about Jeff. We'll move on to the next vendor. No, we're going to support him all the way through. And I like this idea from Stacy the other day in terms of digital courses. We've got a lot of stuff now that you can learn for free. There's like an Instagram, going viral on Instagram and live selling on Instagram. That's like an $88 course. There's how to make a digital course, which is $88. Brian Breach is about to launch a course. I don't know what the price point's going to be, but just how to go viral. I'm super keen to jump into that. It's kind of the stage where I'm at with videos and socials. And so Stacy had the idea of like creating a book club. And, you go read a book, you unpack the book, you talk about the book, why you liked it, what do you think it meant? I don't think there's a better idea than doing that with courses, right? So going and doing a course all together. So let's all go do Jeff's course. Let's all go do Brian's course. Let's all go and do Latina's course. And let's all get together and talk about it. Let's go do like a course club where we jump off and, when you're learning, you can sit there and listen to Jeff's stuff and you'll retain some of the stuff. You'll retain 5% of the facts and 60% of the stories that Jeff tells. But if you're writing notes, you'll retain more. If you could then go and reteach that to someone, you'll retain more. If you get together with a mastermind group and unpack it and go that point in the third video of Jeff's course there, I actually went and applied it and these were my results. And like, I'm going to try it. If you created a little bit of a mastermind, and each chapter of each course, I'm telling you, that's how you retain it and do it and put into action with results. So you can go and create those course clubs. you can get paid while you're doing it. I think that's the beauty of what we're doing here. Instead of just paying for courses all day long and going to another Tony Robbins seminar. And, Tony Robbins is awesome, but I see the same people going to the same Tony Robbins seminars every single year on my socials, and they're still broke, poor, fat, and miserable. At some point in time, you have to apply the lessons that Tony's teaching, that Jeff is teaching, that Brian Breach is teaching. Stop doing courses, stop going to seminars, and go and apply the information. I remember my mentor giving me a kick in the butt like 15 years ago. I told him that I was going to, I don't know, I think it was another Think and Grow Rich conference. And I expected him to pat me on the back and go, well done, you're going to do self-development. But I've been telling him how many courses I've been doing. And in the end, he just said, you know what, mate, you might want to stop going to courses and actually start doing something. I'm like, it's a bit rude. And I went away and thought about it and went, it's actually a really good point. I've spent like tens of thousands of dollars. Yeah, someone gets up on stage and I'm buying it. And it all helped my personal development and mindset and the things that I learned. But at some point in time, you got to go and apply it. And I don't think I went to another seminar for another decade after that because I had a lot of information. I just had to go and do it. And so you guys can go and promote these courses and get paid to learn this stuff. You don't have to go and spend tens of thousands of dollars. You can get the residual income per month. You can get the direct bonuses and so forth. So we're all going live before Sunday. Let me know if you need any help or hints or tips with that. Tag me in it. Tag all these guys in it. And the other one thing I will say is, and we are pretty bad at this as a group, and it's frustrating, but don't go and like each other's posts. Please don't do that. It's super frustrating. Go and put a comment on Lewis's post. Go and put a comment on Jen's post. Go and put a comment on Nicolette's post. We're here to support each other. And people aren't posting because they're bored. People are posting because they want to get traction, branding, followers, credibility, sales. And by you liking, I've got this saying that I've had for 5 or 6 years in my teams: likes are lazy, comments are cool. You might want to write that down. Likes are lazy, comments are cool, because you commenting adds so much more traction to Lewis's post, because now it shows up better in the algorithm. It shows up to your friends in the algorithm. It shows up to more of his friends in the algorithm. 6 comments, 8 comments, 20 comments. Wow, Lewis must be someone. How popular is Lewis? 6 likes. Lewis, next, going through my feed. It doesn't help Lewis, and it's so freaking lazy. Like it's almost like disrespectfully giving you the finger lazy. You feel like you're helping someone out with a like. It's bullshit. Take 6 more seconds and just write, awesome post, Lewis. Well done, Lewis. I'm on board, Lewis. This looks awesome. And the other thing that I hate, and it's so disingenuous, is don't go and say to Lewis, like if you're already in Shopley and Lewis is posting something about how cool Shopley is, Nicolette shouldn't go and write a comment, oh, sounds great, Lewis, please tell me more, send me a link. So fake. Such a crappy comment. Nicolette's already in Shopley. We all know she's in Shopley. Lewis, it's just a wasted, and people work it out, right? They can tell, they can see, they know who's in Shopley. Do a genuine comment like, hey, Lewis, love this journey with you. Shopley's kicking ass. Love your post. Like, just be frank, So be honest. That's what makes you stand out on social media right now, is do things differently. Don't go and do a video with a Ferrari behind you and pretend it's yours. Don't say, send me the link. Just do things genuinely, and you'll get traction if you do that consistently enough. But and I know that you're not going to see every post Lewis puts up. I'm just saying, if you are scrolling and you do see it, don't like it. Comment on it. It takes like 6 more seconds. And let's really get behind the vendors. Let's get behind each other. Even if Lewis is putting up Happy Father's Day, I'm in Sydney, just comment and just go, you have a great Father's Day too. Like, it's not hard, but it's a comment, right? So it doesn't just have to be about Shopley that you're supporting. You're just supporting Lewis. You're supporting Jeff. You're supporting Nicolette. You're supporting Des. You're supporting Francine. Supporting each other, right? And I'm not saying, go and spend hours on social media and look up each other's and then comment. But when you see it, likes are lazy, comments are cool. Are we good with that? And I and I get frustrated on my own posts, but I get frustrated on my team's posts when I see likes. I'm just like, seriously, it's like Lewis walks into a pub in Sydney, didn't know Jeff was going to be there, sees Jeff, and Jeff goes out for a big handshake. How you going, mate? And Lewis just gives him the thumbs up and walks past. That's what it's like. You wouldn't do that in person. Exactly, Jeff. So we want to get behind each other on the socials. It's super important. And we have the power of a team. If someone's just sitting out there by themselves in social world because they're an influencer and they're just trying to get comments and they're like begging them, can you please just comment on my post? And we have the power of a team to get on these calls together, and we have the power to go and comment on each other's posts. And that's one of the great things about a network marketing team. Guys, this has been extended. I'm not sure whether you're aware. So I said to Nick, I'd love to have it as a permanent feature in our comp plan, because then you can really give someone, okay, here's your first 30 days. You sign up to Influencer Pro, great, that costs you $800. Let's go get 3 Influencer Pros. How simple is that? Let's go get 3 Influencer Pros. You got your $800 back almost, because you're going to make 160, 160, 160 on an Influencer Pro sign up. Plus, when you get 3, they're giving you the $300 bonus. You actually get $780. So you've almost got your Influencer Pro sign up back. So we want to help people to break even as quickly as possible in this. And then we teach them, hey, let's go live on that new piece of jewelry that Scott Rogers just put in. Let's do this one because this one's paying $700 if we sell one. So you get together, you might have the piece in your hands, or you might just have some pictures of it or something like that. And you go live or you do a post and you get one sale. All right, you get one sale. Now they've made $600. Now they're in front. And they go, how exciting is this? I literally got 3 likes. But Jeff commented because he knows comments are cool. Some rando that I don't even know from Canada just bought the item and I made $600. I've got 3 Influencer Pros. My team's on fire. It's a really simple, like getting started training that we can bring people through. I mean, there's so much more to getting started with Shoply, but yeah, real simple. If people get in the money in their first 48 hours, their first 7 days, first 14 days, they'll stick with you for 6 months. All right. If they haven't made any money in the first month, they're already on to the next shiny light. We want to get people in the money. So this is extended all the way through to December. I would recommend you guys make the most of this and go and get 3 new Influencer Pros before the end of December and make $780 minimum, right? You're also going to get volume that comes through. You're going to make more than that through the comp plan as well. So guys, that's really all I had for today. I think that the going live stuff is super cool. When you do go live, like I said, tag each other, as many people as you know, so we can all support you and not like you, but comment with you. And also we get to learn how you did it. And also if you can, grab that video and put it into that Telegram group as well, because I actually get lots of ideas from people going live because they've done some quirky branding thing, or even like the reels, like 8 seconds with a bit of music, like actually that's a really good way to do it. Or they've done some weird editing trick, or they made it funny somehow, like, oh, I can do that. So I learn a lot from other people going live. You obviously gravitate to someone that speaks your language or is similar to you, and you can start to pick up lots of different tips from other people going live. So that's really our big focus, through December. All right, any questions, guys? I'll go through and answer, but straightforward. We're on Jeff's call. We're on the other vendors' calls. We're all going live. We're making sales, pushing a big December. We're going to get the 3 Influencer Pros, get the bonus into 2025 with all the American products, with all the Canadian products, with all the Australian products. I know Europe's close to 3. We can really start to reach out internationally to people through the phases, get that one leader with their one product, own that country, really start to get some volume going through locally. And, once you start getting big direct bonuses happening or residual income happening, and I've got some great creators that are coming on board, some other good vendors. That's when your big networkers start looking at the Shoply opportunity as well. But it all starts with you guys, your ground floor, your pioneers, you're doing the hard work. You can already see the fruits of the labor coming through. Imagine what it looks like in 90, 180 days, right? If you have a vendor you think would be good to join Shoply, where do you go to get them? So we went through this on last week's call. I also posted the recording of last week's call. I probably spent like a good 20 minutes on this one point. So if you love the vendor, that's a good first step. We trust your judgment. If the vendor really likes the idea of Shoply, that's the next step. If they're just like, nah, not interested, well, you're dead in the water unless you can sort of get your upline to get on a call with them. But you love the product, the vendor loves the idea of Shoply, bring it to your upline. All right, bring it to your upline Diamond if you can, or your upline, Mac 3 or whatever. If your upline loves it, because they might have a different perspective, different information, different experience, and they go, look, it's an okay product, but it's just not what we're looking for right now. We don't want Jeff's half-done digital how to lay bricks digital course just now. So take it to your upline or your upline Diamond. If they're like, wow, we have to have this is an incredible owner, incredible vendor, incredible product. I can see this going viral. Then 1, 2, 3, take it to Nick or take it to Ron, and they're like, "Oh, we don't want any more vendors." No, no. And they see the product, they see the vendor, like, actually, this does look really good. Zara, are you getting behind this guy? 100% I am. Like, this is right up my alley. It's kind of works in conjunction with what I believe in. I'm getting all my followers. Aaron's on board, Nicolette's on board, Jeff State. Everyone that I've spoken to loves this product. Yes, we're going to get behind them. The vendor's like, oh, I love Shoply. I'm really committed to having a great store. Nick's like, all right, then we'll do another vendor in Australia. So, Andrea, that's the process. You love it. The vendor loves it. Your upline, Diamond, loves it. Take it to Nick, convince him. And then we basically just send the vendor a link. They click on the link. They pay $1, have their credit card on file. Then they do all the paperwork, the KYC, everything that needs to be done. And when they're ready to go live, at the end of that next 30 days is when their $79 or their $99 per month as a vendor fee is due. So we can get them uploaded for $1 right now, Andrea, right up until, Australia, Canada, Philippines, whichever market we're looking in is a mature market, right up until they're a phase 4, phase 5 market. And then the vendor sign up fee will kick in. And it'll be pretty much automated. So probably what you would do in a phase 5 market would just be, you might run it by your upline just to make sure, it's a good product. Hey, what do you think about this? Yeah, I like it. Okay, send the vendor a link and they'll just sign up themselves. But we've got to get it to phase 4, phase 5 first. So that's the process at the moment. Thanks for that one. Likes are lazy, comments are cool. Get a tattoo with that one. Jeff's already comment on Lewis's post. Good. The likes are so 2023. There's the Life FX Telegram group too. Zara's put in there. So one thing I do want to bring up is, I think leading up to a new vendor launch, we really want to promote them with our group. New vendors, we promote the heck out of. But we also don't want to use the team influence, Facebook chats, Telegram chats, Facebook group as just a spamming vendor product all the time. So we have to be really careful on that. And so we want to get behind things like Jeff's Telegram chat, Zara's Telegram chat. And then in that chat is there where you smash out all your information. Leading up to your Zoom, sure, we can push it out to the group because the group needs to know. And then, we might look at doing something as a group, which we all agree on, that, once a month or twice a month, might be probably twice a month, come into the team influence group, into the Facebook, into the Telegram, and do a promo or just do a pitch or do a new video or just remind people that you exist. I just don't think we can be in there 3 times a day, every day. People just lose the chat. It's not what those chats are for. So in the chat, if you guys can scroll up there, Zara's put her Telegram group in there. Join it because you'll learn all the information about the product, but that's where you'll grab, she's got some great videos. That's where you'll help to go live and get your flyers and the Zoom and the photos and the science. And so, yeah, jump in there. Thanks for that, Zara. I'm really pumped to do this call tonight. with Jeff. I can't wait. I just know it's just quality. It's just like a product everyone should have. Yeah, Zara, Nicolette, all vouching for the vendors. It's just great because a lot of it's come, through Warm Market. Every vendor that's coming on board are just good humans as well. So they're all people that have understood where Shopley's at, had the patience, got the pioneering mindset, the entrepreneurial mindset. Yeah, they haven't been whinging, complaining, although they've had every good reason to. Just real professionals. So it's just refreshing to have the right vendors come on first. Yeah, Joanne, I think Travis started that group and he's probably gone a little bit quiet. So I was just looking at over the weekend and I'll take over a lot of that content. I might even make one or two of you guys admins as well. This is the Shopley influencer or the Shopley information group. So this is where you put your prospects, with the ATM system. So yeah, we need to keep creating more and more content, keep that lively. Totally agree. So let's get behind that group, keep promoting that, get a few admins so we can share who is approved in there and keep putting content in it together. Just going to allow you guys to unmute yourself if you want to ask any other questions rather than going through that chat. Jeff, did you have something?
Yeah, so I love the idea around like a spotlight vendor once or twice a month, and I wonder if there's something there that we can add as a team to do like a collaborative sort of vendor spotlight, live stream sort of like conversation. I don't know. I'm just brainstorming here. I just think there's something there.
Yeah, I think it's going to be super tough when we've got 100. And I guess that's kind of what Shopley Corporate have created with, okay, here's the vendor chat. This is for vendors to ask questions, talk to each other, do promotions. Here's the UGC chat for content. So that's really what they're all designed for on a macro level. We can all get behind that as well as other teams, other countries. So that's really where you want to smash that out. And we don't just do a vendor highlight with our team, we do a vendor highlight with the world. You're going to get more traction that way. But we can do it in-house as well, particularly in the early days, particularly when we've got like 10, 20 vendors. So yeah, let's have a think about that. Yeah, whether it's every week we just highlight one person, get behind them, keep rotating that. Maybe we say, okay, here are the rules. Every vendor can come and post something every fortnight for themselves. We just got to work out that balance between people getting spammed.
Yeah, I get that.
By that, and also, the vendor having value in promoting it to a list. At the end of the day, what we're wanting to do is from the Shopley point of view, go grab the product, go grab the link. We go smash it out to our 20,000 followers. 10 people do that. There's 200,000 followers rather than, in-house to, 1,000 people in our Facebook group, 16 people on this call. But yeah, I think we need to do a vendor highlight, once a week. Or
just wondering in these early days for something anyway, and also something to help build team culture.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, let's put our heads together for that one. Maybe we'll do a bit of a survey in the group and work out the best balance, definitely. Is there a strategy in place to share Telegram link of vendors with larger Shopley community? Yeah, so I think I think in that vendor Telegram chat, you'd be more than welcome to put your specific vendor link in there. You wouldn't put it in the UGC one, or Nick will get grumpy, but you would put it in. So there's one called Shopley Corporate Vendor Group. And I think that's where you would put it. So that is there. Well, that might just be.
I think that's an invite-only group. I had to get invited by Stacey to get into that group.
Yeah, as an actual vendor.
Yeah.
Yeah. So with the wider community, there's probably a place. Can you put it up in your store, Zara? Could you put that link up in your store? I really like the idea of the tab for vendors, which does everything that your Telegram going to do on Shopley. It's a little bit hidden away there in the early days on Shopley. Yeah, people have to go in there and really focus on your brand, whereas in Telegram they can get posted a bit. Most of the big wide Shopley Telegram chats aren't interactive. So yeah, it's and what I would do is I would send in as much stuff as you can into that UGC channel. Once we launch you, I think, when they're doing the strategy sessions, I would try and get you on one of those, Zara, where you get, a 5-minute spot to go and promote your products. We could put the Telegram chat in the chat there. They also do a vendor call now on Fridays, get you on that. So that's what the vendor Zooms are designed to do, is for the whole company to get on and have a look at the new vendors. So there is a lot of things there. And again, they're looking at it from a point of view of promotion versus overwhelm and spam, for lack of a better word. So we just got to do everything that we can, for sure. Nicolette?
Thanks. Yeah, that's great. Thanks.
Does that make sense? Yeah.
Yeah, question, Aaron. Are you looking to combine like the Australian teams together as like with Tracy? I'm going blank now. And Craig?
Yeah, Tracy and Craig are the probably two other main leaders. I think Tracy's like a Mac 3, Craig's a Diamond. So yeah, I've got a group chat going with them. So they have all of the dates for the vendor launches. They've said that they're committed to promoting that to their teams. And I said, look, I'm happy to promote your vendors to our team as well. And I think it's important that we do get on their calls. I mean, there'll be good products as well. It just, everyone helps everyone. And I've also put the links into the Australian leadership chat in terms of like Rachel, Chris, Nick, the corporate guys. So yeah, definitely going to share all of our vendors with the other groups as well, and vice versa.
But are you looking to put them, have like one Australian team training call like this call, but then combined with Tracy and Craig and stuff? That
No,
there's
I
more
don't
people
want
on
them.
this
I
call?
don't want them knowing our tactics. There's certain collaboration that we'll do. So the vendor stuff, I think, just makes perfect sense to get the bums on seats. It all helps everybody. Live events, some leaders get funny about that. I don't mind combining the live events, because for the same theory of, if one of my prospects is walking into a room of 100 people, they're just probably joining straight away. If they walk into a room of 17 people, they're probably just not, no matter how good or bad it is either way. So I've said to them, and I think live events will kick off, first quarter of next year. It all depends on numbers, again, because and I was talking to Jeff about this earlier, I don't think any energy or any effort in network marketing can ever be a negative effect. The more effort you put in, the more you do, and it might feel like you're doing a ton of work for nothing in the beginning. And in 3 years' time, this is what I found in my last company, I'm getting paid ridiculous amounts of money, multiple six figures a month, for doing very little. But in the beginning, I had to do a ton of work for very little. And so it's a little bit the same. You can go run an event, 6 people rock up. It's deflating. It's almost not worth your time. You might have jumped on a flight. You might have driven for 3 hours, 6 people, 4 of them are already in the team. 2 people don't join. It's like, man, was that even worth it? And maybe it wasn't, maybe it was. But I think as I've gotten older, and I was saying this to Jeff, I've gotten much more picky with my time, with my qualifications of people. I used to fly all around the world and do events, but you want to get that 50 people in a room, right? You want to get the 100 people in the room. You want to get the vibe happening. And so, yeah, if we can team up with Craig and Tracy and get 50 people in our first event in the Gold Coast, in Melbourne, in Sydney, in Newcastle, we do it all day long. I do it every second week. That turns into 100, turns into 300. I think in my last company in places like Melbourne, even Adelaide, Sunshine Coast, we had 300 or 400 people come to our event every week. Spoke to 12,000 people in Hong Kong. So you got to start somewhere, get the momentum. So whether or not Craig's pretty good, he's experienced. I think Tracy to be fine. I think it's silly to try and keep that in-house, because you want to be the presenter. You want to be the man. You want to be the woman. Ego, ego, ego. I'm past all that. So I think it makes sense to collaborate with those guys. Training is different. So I think these team calls need to be our team. It's a culture of collaboration. It's intellectual property. It's volume. I think they need to stay in-house. If I did live events training, I'd keep it in-house as well. But like opportunity presentations, you're there presenting anyway. It just helps everybody. So I think 90% of the stuff we should all get together and collaborate. Some stuff, you want to keep in-house, if that makes sense. Like all the opportunity Zooms we do together, which has been great, because we've been getting 40, 50, 60 people on instead of 10, 20, 30. So that's been working really well. And we now have a little like Google Drive where people can nominate to be, I'll send this to you guys as well, because you'll need it. If you want to nominate to be a panelist on these opportunity calls, you can just be a panelist, like what we did the other day. Just go back and forth, couple of questions. You can nominate to be a presenter, so you can present the whole thing. You can nominate to just jump on and be the admin, let people in and start it. Things. So there's a few different things you can nominate for. And if you guys are looking to elevate yourself in terms of leadership, exposure, good to get on there and just be a panelist. Just start small. And but we also want to rotate presentations. So I think I'm doing the one tomorrow. I think I'm doing the one the week after, and then the next two are open to somebody else. So Craig or whatever. Nick might do it. So yeah, we just collaborate. In the early days, it's smart to just get bums on seats and help each other out.
Hey Aaron, how are you? Yeah, probably the only thing I'd say is, and this is not a negative, but you know, amongst our team, I'm going to be really honest about it, and that is, and this may only just be me, but there's a lot coming our way from the company, you know, from the business, and with all the different teams, and it's all fantastic. I sort of find I have to be selective of the ones that are going to take my time, and I don't know how others are finding it. And this is not about criticizing, because you know we need as much info as we can, but I just know with myself, like today, I'm in a position to be here at midday. Obviously, there's other things happening, and I just feel sometimes a bit overwhelmed because you know you want to be at everything, you see them all, and you think I can't get to everything. So I suppose it's just a matter of venting's not the word. It's not about venting. It's
what
just
would you have as the alternative? So would you say, okay?
No, that's right. There's no alternative. Really,
exactly. So you've got to sift and sort it. That's in your own space, right? And I totally agree with you. Like I've probably joined like 10 Telegram groups in the last 10 days, and it's just like, man, you know. So you've just got to. It's like I mentioned last week. You unpack everything one step at a time. You prioritize it from the top down. The UGC group, you might not be in that one because it's like, well, I'm not going live and posting videos. The vendor one, I don't need to be in that. I'm not a vendor. I'm just gonna get on the strategy call every week, and these are the big ones that I think are important. Is I want to get on the strategy call every week. I want to get on the team call every week, and I'll try and support the opportunity presentations where I can. 1, 2, 3. And with the Telegram stuff, I'm one of those guys that hates to have like a little 1 or a 2 next to the app, right? So I've got to go in and click on them, but I'll read 10% of that stuff. So again, there's probably 3 Telegram groups that if there's something posted in there, I will definitely read it because I know it's a recording that's posted. It's something from Nick.
Yeah.
All the vendor stuff, UGC. I don't take any notice because I'd spend all day on Telegram reading.
Yeah.
So you just have to work out a system for you. You have to work out a way to not get overwhelmed, because if you do get overwhelmed, you don't, you procrastinate.
Yeah, I mean, exactly. I mean, look, it's good the info's in. I'm the same. I like to just look. I skim read through a lot, but I mean, what I will say as well is, I mean, Chris, and I speak every day. Maybe many times a day, and often if I can't make, I'll even text him and say, and this is maybe just a bit of info for others, but like I'll text him and say, brother, I can't make it on today. Can you get on and listen? Or, after I'll give him little snippets if I've been on, and vice versa. So we work pretty closely in that regard. And, we probably do speak 3 or 4 times a day. And that's sort of how I get a lot of my feed. And we sort of cherry pick, the things that we think are relevant to what the discussions we're having. But I wasn't saying it to be negative. I just wanted to be transparent amongst our team, just to say that, it's just something which is awesome. There's so many good things happening. It's just a matter of, and I don't probably like not being on top of everything, but
I think if you get on the strategy call, the team call, the opportunity call, you'll be on top of all the latest. I like catching up. Yeah, at the end of the day, network marketing should be one-on-one with humans. And so, you should book in with a buddy system every second day, or do a call with me once a week or whatever. I'm in like a couple of crypto chats, and crypto people are the worst. Like if you're on like Discord or whatever. So I've got one group, and I'll go in there every hour, and there's 300 new, and it's just all like, they're all just arguing amongst each other. They're all like trying to have a crystal ball, and I have absolutely zero time to read through that stuff. So I'll jump on the call with my buddy in Bali once a week and go, hey, what's the latest update? And he goes, haven't you been on Telegram? I'm like, nope, just give me the updates in person. 10 minutes, that's all I need. Fantastic. So you just got to, you sit down, you work out your system. And that's what entrepreneurs do. So I get what you're saying, but
and that was not being negative. That was just me, chewing the fat with the family, right?
You just like going, how do you deal with it? How do you deal with it?
It's just one of those things. But there's so many good things happening. I mean, what's the
You got
what's
all the
your-
recordings, you know, so
Yeah,
you
exactly.
do your day, you prioritize stuff. At the end of the
Yeah.
day, we can prioritize everything we want to in our life. And, you know,
Yeah.
I don't watch TV at night. I jump on a recording. I learn a new thing. So
Mm.
you just got to work out
Yeah.
your system. Awesome,
Exactly,
guys.
yeah.
Anything
All right.
else? I think are we pretty well covered? I actually can't wait to see all your live unboxing videos or whatever brand you come up with or quirky way to talk. I'm really looking forward to seeing your personalities come out online. It'll be good to see. Awesome, guys. Well, catch you next Wednesday. Catch you guys tonight. And like what we're saying, there's lots of Zooms, right, Lewis? So we got this vendor, this vendor, this vendor. But yeah, you just diarize it, prioritize it. We know that getting behind the vendors is an important one. I want to learn about the products as much as I can. So when I go live, I'm talking about, again, I'm not going to be a scientist or a doctor, but I've got facts in front of me. I want to try the products for myself. So they're all important ones. And we prioritize what we can. There's lots of moving parts for sure. Awesome, guys. Can't wait to see those vids. Remember, likes are lazy, comments are cool. See you during the week. See you tonight, everyone.
See you
Cheers.
guys. Thank you so much. Bye-bye. Bye.